Welcome back to Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars. We are now going out to a mountain called, what is it called? Bull's Head, I think. Where we might find what happened to Klausner and the lens that we're looking for. We've got a fan belt here that we're going to give to Ultar.
His most splendid and adventurous client.
Is this any use to you?
My friend, the very thing, yes.
Nice.
Ultar took the towel from me, cut it in two lengthways, and gave me half back. With his half, he did the kind of fan belt replacement that's normally done with stockings.
Now, I knot the ends together, so... Serviceable, yes? Very serviceable indeed.
Stockings might work on a Bentley, but on a truck, the coarse toweling did the job nicely.
Come along, my friend. You want to see the bull's head? Yes?
Yes. Someone's spying on us from a helicopter. I don't know, maybe it is. Maybe someone is spying on us from very high up. Oh. Is that the hill? There's a tiny tree, little sapling growing on the edge of the cliff, and there's a hole there as well.
Centuries of hot days and cold nights had opened a crack in the cliff edge, deep into the living rock.
I guess that's where we need to go. But let's have a look at this tree.
A young
first.
tree grew at the edge of the drop.
Can we pick it up? Maybe we need to be careful so it doesn't break off and we fall down. Okay. For some reason he wanted a twig.
I damaged that tree enough for one day.
Okay. Can we do something with this drop? Just jump down?
I could see that crack would make a good anchor point.
An anchor point for what? For this chain maybe? No? We combine the chain and this...
Maybe not.
Combine the chain and this thing?
Maybe not.
Okay, let's use this one as an anchor point. Twig? No? Combine these two?
With a flourish, I tied the end of the towel to the stick with a textbook reef knot.
What do I use this for?
I could see that crack would make a good anchor point.
With a twig and a towel? You're gonna climb a towel secured by a twig. Okay.
Well, that looked really safe. But I had no choice. I hadn't anticipated going mountaineering when I'd come to Syria.
I mean, you could have used some other things in your inventory. You're never getting up there again. This looks like it's gonna move. This seems like the only thing we can interact with here. Probably we need to put something in there and this opens.
Close up, the niche looked somehow artificial.
So what do we put in there then? This one? No? You can click something?
I didn't like the idea of putting my hand in there.
Well, it's gonna do it anyway.
What the heck? I was only risking mutilation. No blade took my hand off at the wrist, and no scorpion stung me, for which I was very grateful. But there was something in there. A metal ring, as wide as my hand.
Like a bracelet? No? You didn't get it.
I took a firm hold of the ring. I tried not to think of death traps. And pull.
Oh, maybe that opens this if you pull it.
Whoa there!
It actually went up into the mountainside. I thought it was going to go sideways at least. Oh, is that Klausner?
Around the corner, I found the corpse. Oh my God. Klausner? Large as life and twice as dead. I'd hardly had time to accept the fact when I heard the door mechanism start up again.
And the door close.
Oh man, no! The door had slammed shut,
Who would have
trapping me.
thought?
I had a bad feeling about how Klausner had died.
Okay, what's this?
A stone head bearing 3 bearded faces.
Oh, that's
it was
the
a
mirror
strange
thing.
image, but a powerful one, redolent with antiquity and ancient mysteries.
What can you
I
do with
couldn't
this?
think of anything to do with the statue, apart from scaring small children with it.
If I had a mirror, maybe. But I don't. Has he got a lens on him? He looks very dead, yeah.
I couldn't see any marks of violence, apart from his fingertips being scraped raw, and that seemed self-inflicted. Klausner had been pretty smart to get this far, but he was still dead. I searched the corpse. No portable phone, no demolition charges, no 5-course meal. You'd think international conspirators would go around better equipped. I've done more fun things in my life than searching a corpse. But as my life expectancy wasn't great, I figured I should try every new challenge that came my way. I cautiously flicked open the jacket.
There is a lens.
Hey, what's this? I'd found some kind of lens. A very old lens made from a very hard glass. That settled it. The knight on the manuscript had been holding a lens the whole time, not a crystal ball.
Things are coming together now.
There was nothing else in the pouch.
Okay.
Bullwhips might be handy for exploring ancient ruins, but they're no use when
They
you're
are?
trapped in a cave. Klausner clearly fancied himself as a latter-day Indiana Jones.
Sure looks like it.
Whatever had been in the bottle had been drunk. Klausner must have died of thirst and dehydration. I'd searched Klausner once. There was nothing on his body.
And he hasn't had anything to drink since this morning. So he must be pretty thirsty now.
I couldn't take the inscription with me. All I could do was stare at it and try to memorize it. In occidenta sita est in ora mundi. Okay, that would have to do.
What does that mean?
The
It opens
mouth's
again?
open. It must be Ultar. My God.
Or
If he
maybe
comes
the
in, we'll both be
assassin?
trapped. Ultar! Don't come in! It's a trap! Stay where you are!
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, Mr. Stobart. We meet in the most unusual places. Please, do not make any sudden moves. I have no desire to maim you.
Did you say maim?
I did. Dead men tell no tales, as you say. And I want to hear everything that you have to tell me.
And what if I don't want to talk?
Then I shall, most regrettably, have to kill you. Rest assured, however, that I am an excellent shot you would not suffer.
Oh, that's good. Believe me, I'm really assured.
It is rather dark in here. I think we should conduct our business outside.
Why should I make myself an easier target?
If I fire at you, Mr. Stobart, I shall hit you even in here. But, unfortunately, my marksmanship will suffer. It could be the difference between hitting you in the leg or the groin.
Boy, it sure is hot in here.
No sudden moves, Mr. Stobart.
I think it would be actually colder in here than outside.
Now then, where shall we start?
How about being bosom buddies and you putting that gun away?
Klausner, do you know where he is?
He's inside there.
Yep, he's dead. Just around the corner of the cave. You want to look?
I'll take your word for it. How did he die?
Starvation or dehydration by the look of it.
He was caught in this trap you were shouting about. Yes, I suspected as much. The Templars were not ones to give away their secrets lightly. Was he carrying anything of importance?
No, not really.
No, nothing.
So, why is this location important? What did the Templars hide here if not an artifact?
They hid...
Well, there is something, I guess, but you can't move it.
Yes? What is it?
It's a treasure map. Yeah, X marks the spot.
Come now.
Really?
Do you expect me to believe that?
Yeah, okay. You caught me. But round the corner, there is something in Latin up on the wall.
Latin? Do you remember it, Mr. Stobart?
In accidenta cita est, in ora mundi.
Ah, the words of Caesar. Yes, that makes sense.
Well, I know that roughly it means to the west, to the edge of the world. But what the heck is that about?
It tells me where the sword of Baphomet lies. Mr. Stobart, I am
I
sure
see.
that you are just what you appear to be. A gifted amateur.
Thanks, I think.
But I can no longer tolerate your interference. There is far more at stake than you realize.
So what are you gonna do?
I regret that we must end this here and now. Your only
Obviously.
choice now is whether you die like a man or like a dog.
Like a dog, please.
Hey, look now. Don't kill me. I've got money. Maybe we can cut a deal.
You disappoint me.
Okay, you're the boss. I'll take my medicine.
I should like to shake your hand.
Oh, of course. There we go. Jump! He jumped off the cliff, down into the car. The magnificent taxi.
Luckily, the
And
canopy
made it
on
back.
Ultar's truck broke my fall.
Thank goodness for that.
The worst part of the experience was Ultar's driving.
What about the lens? Is it still in one piece?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's good to see you again, George.
Really? Well, I have to say, I'd have enjoyed Syria a lot more if you'd been there.
I wouldn't have been much help. Anyway, you did just fine on your own.
I wonder why we don't get to play as her anymore.
Have you any idea what this lens might be used for?
I think I have an idea.
As a magnifying glass, obviously.
Obviously. So, we found that 3-faced statue thing. And we found... Well, we can have a look.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
So we found this place with the tripod and thing, and it showed the way to the bull's head thing.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull.
Not sure what the sword is about.
A knight with a crystal ball. The night through my teachings, you will be enlightened.
I guess that's what we need to do in the church thing.
There's a guy working on a loom.
Maybe that's on the edge of the world to the west.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
And those 3 faces were in that cave, but no mirror.
Look there, 2 guys on the same horse.
I brought you a present from Syria.
There you go.
Oh, George, you shouldn't have bothered. What is it?
This.
A necklace. It's rather heavy.
Ah, yeah, it's a necklace,
Craftsmanship
absolutely.
At its most rustic.
Oh, of course, I love it.
You do?
It will always remind me of you.
Heh. Okay.
I'd better get back to the quest.
Well, now we need to go to Montfaucon. Oh, he's back. I guess we don't need to go down there anymore. But now... Why was he... He was scrubbing a candlestick, I think. But this is a knight. Kind of. Right? So I could use the lens on this guy. No. On there? Oh yeah.
The lens fitted into the end of the scroll like a hand into a glove. Per disciplinum meum lux videbus. Hey!
What's that? Oh, it's a puzzle. Oh well. 3 lens elements need to be slid into the correct position within the circle so that when aligned they create a clear image. Right. I think this is gonna take a bit of time, so I'll do this next time. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!